Today we are going to be drawing different animals for a Rousseau-inspired animal. We are going to be learning how to draw a toucan, a tiger, a snake, a monkey. We'll also be doing a jaguar, a giraffe, a lizard, and then a few different kinds of flowers and leaves. So before we begin, at your table you're going to have a 9x12 piece of paper, a pencil, eraser, and an inspiration sheet to look at for references of the different animals. To begin, I want you to fold your paper in half the hamburger way. And then again in half the hamburger way. Then when you open it, you should have 4 different rectangles. So we're going to draw one animal in each section. But before we begin, somewhere small, I just want you to write your name. Now the first thing we're going to draw is a jaguar. Again, you can look at this inspiration sheet and then follow along with me. I'm going to turn my paper the portrait way, and I think I'm actually going to fold it so you can kind of see this is what I'm drawing. You can fold it or you can leave it open, but we're going to draw it the portrait way. And I'm going to start, you want to draw lightly so that it's easier to erase. I'm going to start, oops, and that's a little too big already. I'm glad that I drew lightly. Once you have it, then you can press a little harder, but draw light till you've got it right. Then we're going to draw ears. Then we're going to do the nose. Notice I'm not putting a top. Then at the bottom, I'm going to do kind of a triangle. You can shade that in. A line to the right, a line to the left. We're going to do the eyes coming off the side of the nose and going up, off the side of the nose and going up. Eye. Then you're going to draw a line down for the mouth. And then I'm going to draw the neck, like so, ears, and then we'll go in and we can add spots. Jaguar has spots all over its face, its body. There we have the jaguar. You can write it in there if you'd like. Next, we're going to do the giraffe. So I'm just going to flip it over. Again, you can keep your artwork closed or open. It does not matter. So we're going to start kind of with the oval. Now this, make sure you do it really lightly as we are going to be erasing so we can kind of get the shape first. So I'm going to be doing an oval. And then the base, kind of by the mouth, I'm going to kind of curve in a little bit, like so. Erase this line here. Then I'm going to do kind of the bottom of the head. Go up. Then I'll do the top of the head. And then from here it goes down off the page. And then about the middle of this line, also goes off. Next, we're going to put in the eyes. So you have an eye over here and an eye here. The nose. And then, very important to make it a giraffe, we have the end is kind of a little circular ball, and then out of it we'll have ear, and over here we also have an ear. And then coming out of the ear, hair. Be a little bit thinner. And of course, spots. Can be a little more curved. And then we have our giraffe. Next, I'm going to go ahead, open it here. I'm going to do a lizard in an open section. Here's my lizard. And to do the lizard to start, we're going to do a tree so that it's sitting somewhere. And I'm just going to do that again in the portrait way. Kind of have it go off the page. So we have our big tree. Now to start again, draw lightly so we can erase. I'm going to start oval, and off of that, the top of the lizard's face, and you can erase that little line there. Eyes, nostrils. Then we're going to go and do the body. Off of the body, I'm going to do another oval. Lightly, as we're going to erase lines to put in the arms and the legs. So I'm going to have an arm up, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and the little one, 5. Again, same over here. Down here as well. Up and over. And then our tail. So to the tail, I'm going to go over one curved line, and then I'm going to bring it back and go up. Now I'm going to go ahead and erase all of these lines so it looks like the arms are connected to the body. And down the middle of the lizard, I'm going to draw a line from the top all the way through the tail. And then I'm going to put lines going down. That is our lizard. Now on the other side, I'm going to go ahead and do a snake. So the snake, again, I'm going to start with the tree, the portrait way. And we're going to start with one line. So I'm going to start here, the end, and I'm going to go around, leaving space here. Make sure you leave space there. Then I'm going to come over here, start up here, leave space, kind of diagonal up, leave space. Again, do the same thing over here, leave space, diagonal up, and then over here, the head. Now we're going to go and make it look like more of a snake. I'm going to start, I'm going to connect here, and I'm going to go right around like so. So it kind of went past the tree line and over. Then I'm going to do the same thing, start on the inside here. So inside, do a little curve, inside, inside, over, and inside. And then with our eraser, I'm going to go in and I'm going to erase the pencil lines that are going. So I won't erase these ones as that's the tree, but I'm going to erase. And then you can decorate your snake in any way that you like. If you want to put a tongue, you could do that. Have a snake. So we have one side totally full. I'm going to flip it over, fold it, and now I'm going to do the toucan. So the toucan, I'm going to actually do the bird first, and then I will put a branch. So the first thing I'm going to do in the middle of my page is that I'm going to do a circle lightly, and then off of that circle, kind of the wing, then off of here, the belly, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, inside the circle, I'm going to do another kind of circle and wing, and this is going to meet up with that one. And then we're going to do the back feather here, off of here, and up into there. Then I'm going to do the beak. That's a very important part. Nice long beak. And any details you want to put in there. I'm going to put the eye, and then I will erase these lines. And then to add the feet, before I do the feet, I am going to put in the branch. So on one side, pick up my pencil, go the other side, and then I think I'll have it go completely underneath there. And I'll do 1, 2, 1, 2. And I could actually make this just a little bit longer. Kind of have it go a little bit more into it. And we have our toucan. Next, I am going to do the tiger. So for the tiger, I'm going to have it be the landscape way. I'm going to start with a circle. Again, drawing lightly. Once you got it right, you can draw a little darker. Ears. And then in the ears, kind of another part, but I'm going to not make it such a perfect half circle. I'm going to start with my nose. Again, both sides of the nose. Then at the bottom of the nose, I'm going to do kind of a heart shape. And then I'm going to do 2 circles coming off of each one. So here I'm going to have it kind of go over, up, and then over, up. And then coming off of the sides, even below that circle, at the bottom of the mouth, and I'm going to erase that line. Then for the eyes, at the top I'm going to go up and out, kind of a wavy line. From the nose, I'm going to come in Notice how I do have a little bit of that line continuing on, going past. The eye. Then I'm going to do body. To make it look like a tiger, of course, we need stripes. Don't want them to be perfectly striped, look like fur. Kind of go around. Again, you can look at the inspiration sheet. Do the same thing. On the body. Lines. And I forgot on here, but we do need whiskers for our tiger. We have our tiger. Next, we have two left. I'm going to be doing the monkey. The monkey is, as you can see, hanging from a branch, and its legs are kind of up. So we have the bottom of its feet. So to start, I am going to do a branch right across the top. Notice my paper is the portrait way. Then I'm going to start with two kind of ovals lightly. And from there, I have the monkey's face. And I'm going to go ahead and erase that middle line connecting the two. Off of there, I have my ears, a double circle on the inside. And then we're going to make this line here. Notice how it's kind of a heart shaded up at the top. So heart, like that. I'm going to put a line here where these two used to meet. I'm going to put a line in here, and below that, two little dots for the nose. Do a smile if you want. Do eyes. Then another oval for the body. Again, draw light until you've got it right. So we can have a double for the tummy. And then for the feet, I'm going to draw two more ovals, one on each side, going right. Notice how they're going right over that. So I am going to have to go in and erase. And then I can draw some lines for toes. The tail, you can hang it hanging to the side. If you have room at the bottom, you could just have it go to the bottom. And then we'll have it going up. So I'll have the arms going to go straight up out of the head. And then its fingers coming around the tree. There we have our monkey. And for the last one, we are going to try drawing just a few different kinds of flowers and leaves. So for that, you can use this side for inspiration. You can kind of practice drawing different leaves. As we know, Rousseau had lots of different leaves and beautiful, colorful flowers. So I'm going to start with this one here, kind of a sideways heart. To do that, I'm going to put a line in, kind of a hook, and then off of that, I'm going to kind of end this. So again, you can see this way, it's kind of a heart. And on there, I'm going to add a little half circle. Then from this point to here, I can add my stem. There's one kind of flower that you can do. Another kind of flower you can see here, Rousseau did a lot of this kind of flower, the stem, and then you have your petals. You could do the same one over here, but this one would kind of go out. It was green at the bottom, and then lots of colors on the top. Go ahead and try those different too. Then we'll try this one here. We'll see that a lot. I would start with one side, and the petal, it's kind of like a teardrop. So in, around, and it comes to a point. The other side, in, around, it comes to a point. so it gets thinner here by the stem. For a leaf shape, I would start by doing half. Notice how I kind of go up to a point a little bit, around and back up to the point. Again, half circle with a little curve out, and then meet up at a point. And inside there, could draw some more details. And then try flower. We'll have lots of different options for flowers and leaves. And now I think we are ready to choose our final animal. You will be choosing one of these 7 animals, and then we'll all be drawing leaves and flowers.